Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be about some more advanced Python skills. Specifically, in this particular series, we're going to be talking about introduction to files, or rather, this particular video will be about introduction to files into Python. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're first starting off with the concept of a directory. Now, a directory is basically this highlighted section here. It lets you find folders, or both find and identify folders, documents, etc. So what we can do is we can type out something like import OS, and now we can do those basic kind of. It's generally working with files. You're going to need to import OS first. I'm not sure what OS stands for, but again, that's just a convention. Now, if we want to get the current directory, we could just type out os.get current working directory, parentheses. And it gave us this C equals users also PyCharms project, which is exactly the same as we had right here. And that's what it defaults to. Now, we can change the working directory by typing os.chdr. Now, I can change the directory. Let's say, for example, we want to make it the more general directory, so we could just highlight this. Use our quotation marks. Plug it in, and now it should have changed the directory. Now, if we go back again, we type out os.get current working directory. It will show us that instead of having Python project at the end, we put in a new directory in our change directory, and it changed the directory here. Now, one thing you can do is you can also type out os.get current working directory. Oh, you can actually get the parent directory. Now, what we did here, we just got the parent directory from the Python project all the way down to PyCharm projects, rather. So basically, what we can do is we can go back even further by saying, okay, we could get C equals users /alsol. And to do this, we would type out 2 periods plus a backslash. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I typed out get current working directory instead of change directory. So we're going to type out os dot change directory. I'm going to type that out again, and it changed it. If I'm going to get os correct, get current working directory, and it gave us alsol. And again, we could just change it back if we wanted to. We could change back to. We're going to have to use this in a second, but we're going to change back to our original directory, which is here. Type it out. And to confirm we did that, we'll just type out os.get cwd. And it's our original directory. So next thing we're going to work with text documents. Basically, we'll just open up a text editor in WordPad or Notepad. I already had a hello text saved, so I'll just change this to hello, my is Alec. I like Python. We'll save that. As you can see earlier, I was just working with the text earlier. It's already under my Python project. Now, if you didn't have it already under your Python project, you have to basically go to Save As, and then find the directory, just save it under Python project, and you might have to navigate a little bit on Windows. I'm not sure exactly how it works on Mac. Well, it should be fairly similar. Now what we can do is because we have our directory here, we can get everything that's under here. For example, our directory is referencing Python project, and under it we have something called venv, main.py, test, text. So what we can do is we can type out os.list dir. Oops. And we'll see a list of everything that comes under the Python project. So we have idea, main.py, test text, and venv. And now finally we're going to be reading and opening these files. So basically what we can do is we need to set a variable for the file we want to open, so we'll type out my file equals open. Now we're going to type out test text.txt because that's the name of the file we want to open. Now I'll type out my file. We're going to pass in a method called read. And it gives us back basically gives us back the read text that we had in our Word document, or text document. So now we'll do my file.close. Now open up our text file again. So we'll do my file equals open text.txt. Now I'm going to type in something called myfile.readLines. So myfile.readLines is basically it's going to read each line separately, I believe, or something similar. It should be self-explanatory in a minute. Yeah, so in this case it read each line separately. It says hello, my name is Alec, and it used it in brackets. So to do that, we'll type out, first we're going to close our file, my file close, file.close. Then we're going to, again, open our file again, but this time we're going to add some attributes. So for example, we'll type out my file equals open test text txt. Now we're going to type out a letter that corresponds to what we want to do with this. So because we're going to first overwrite whatever we have in our file. Oops, wait, we forgot no. Basically, we're going to overwrite what we have in our file. We're going to type quotations W. And I'll type out our write method. So do file write. My file dot write. Hello world. It gives us back 11, so we have 11 characters. Now, let's see what happens if we open up our text file. And nothing happened. So something should have happened. I think there was something in the code that kind of went sort of buggy. The forward region is not showing up here. It's also not really showing up here either. Could be a directory problem, but I don't know. Normally it should work because this is correct syntax, right? Because we got 11 characters here, it tells us that hello world has 11 characters, and it should have gone into our text file. Now finally, the final thing you can do is you could try to do an append. So for example, we could do my file.close. My file equals open test text.txt. Instead of a W, we could type out an A, and this means append. W means write or overwrite. Now we'll type out again my file dot write. Hello. Let's change this to hello everyone. Click enter. It has 15 characters. And unfortunately, it didn't change either. But yeah, so it's basically the basics of files and Python. We learned how to kind of open and change directories. We learned how to read, close, and write to files. And those are the main sort of introductory points that I will be going over. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.